Page 26, The Magnificent Seven. It's a theme from the movie Magnificent. Okay. 4/4 time, there's one flat in the key signature, one in the key of F major. Make sure you can do the F major scale. If you're doing the minor scales, then go ahead and do the D minor scale also. It has one flat. This is a little tricky. You're moving around, you got chords all over the place, and the rhythm is something else. Let's take it slow and easy, and we'll get it. We're starting out with here. So it's 1 and 2. You lift up on beat 2 and come up. Because on the and of 2, you get that. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, because that's tied. So if I play all the notes, take out the ties, it's 1 and 2 and 3 here. So and 3 and 4. Put the tie in, you feel it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3. And then you come down to civilization, and the left hand goes crazy. Now measure 5, they say 2 here, so you can come down. I don't like that. I got bigger hands, so I'm going to do a 1-3, and I'm going to do it here. Just reach up for a little finger. This way I keep my hand out here. And then I can do a 1. They say a 2. I can do a 1. I mean, I'm here. And I 3 here, and then I do a 2, a measure 11. I do a 2. I'm basically staying in this spot, but you can use fingering if the book. I just don't see the point in moving around. Now measure 12. Now they have a 1, 2, 4. If you can, yes, because of what's coming up. But it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. If you even you have to work out a fingering that works for you, but the book is fine. But on measure 13, I recommend a 1, 2, 4, because I can do that. I can catch them both. Then I come back here. So it's 1. And I do a 2, 4, 5 here for measure 15. 1 and a 1, 3. So again, measure 15, I do 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, and then a 2, 4, and then a 1, 3. So I got all that in one hand position. And just reach down for the thumb. 1 and 1. And then next measure, measure 18. 1 and 2 and 3. And again, I would do a 1, 2, 4, so I can do a 1, 2, 5. I mean, you can do that if you want, but this is a little more advanced fingering I'm suggesting. I'm used to it. I like it. I'm just preparing myself for, I'm not moving around on every chord, is what I'm saying. I'm preparing 1 and 2 and 3. See, it's like a measure 19 when you're here and then up here. You do 1, 2, 4, you're not really moving around, because otherwise you do that, you're moving around every time. We prefer not to do that if we can help it. And that's why, and that's all I'm saying on measure 18. I'm just preparing the next chord. I'm in the same spot. Left hand, it's just as bad. You don't have as many chords, but the rhythm. 1 and 2 and 3. Remember the B flat's in the key signature. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Let's look at that carefully. 1 and 2. The 8th rest is on beat 2. 1 and 2. Then the note has to come on the end of 2. 1 and 2 and that's tied. Take out the tie and play all the notes. You get 1 and 2 and 3. Put in the tie. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. The only thing that helps here is that both hands are playing the same rhythm. Isn't that nice? And then I measure 5. Now the left hand has this rhythm. 1 and 2 and. So on the end of 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, going on. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Come up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and. You come down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the hands together. What could possibly go wrong? I don't know. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and go down to measure 5. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So it's 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Measure 17. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Sometimes when I get these weird rhythms, I take a pencil and I draw a vertical line above the top staff where the beats go. So beat 1 is on the A at the beginning. Draw a vertical line above it. Beat 2 is on the over the 8th rest in the bottom staff. You draw a vertical line over, directly above that 8th rest. So there. And B3 is on the 2nd tied chord in the left hand. So you have this and it's tied. Well, the tied one is where beat 3 is. And I draw a vertical line above that, and then beat 4 is the quarter note in the left hand. So I draw a vertical line over each of these beats, and I can see where the beat is. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2. What you don't do is you wait for me or somebody to play it for you. Oh, okay, I got it. You need to be able to read the music and figure out the rhythm yourself first, and then check it with what somebody else has done. But try and do it yourself first. Now, once you can get the hands working together, sort of, then go back and get rid of any hesitation so it is a steady beat. It can be slow, that's fine, but it's got to be a steady beat. As far as articulation goes, there isn't a lot. You have accents occasionally. The first beat, give it a little extra. Don't know why, but okay. And then beat 3, same thing, a little extra. That's an accent. And then measure 5, you're going to connect the right hand. The left hand is continuing with the chords. You can't connect that. And that should take you more or less over to measure 19 where you get the accents again. Okay, just to put in the accents, you just play them a little louder. Dynamics, well, it's loud. Both hands at the beginning. And then measure 5, you come down a little bit to moderately loud, and that's the right hand. The left hand has to get soft here. Go up to loud on the right hand. The left hand is still in the moderately soft to moderately loud. And you go up to very loud for the last couple of lines. It makes the accent notes super loud. Keep the loose wrist on here. Don't It's played with a stiff wrist. Keep it loose. This is both hands here for the last two lines. So forth. And then the last measure, it's accented, and that has an 8V8 under it for the last note. So the left hand, you go down an octave if you have the note. If you have a short keyboard, play the lowest F you have. Close enough. Speed, well, moderately bright. I think some people sometimes play this a little too bright. It's got to be accurate. But yeah, it is a fairly fast piece. It's more than moderate in my opinion. It's actually just a fast piece.